Welcome to Brand Lover, honest, real, and lively conversations for flourishing entrepreneurs and budding business owners on a mission to cultivate a heartfelt brand that connects with their purpose-driven mission. My hope is that you walk away feeling inspired and refreshed with a weekly takeaway in your back pocket that you can apply to your life or business. If you're not looking for it, you will miss it. This message came to me recently when I was listening to a podcast, and I just felt so compelled to share because it applies to so many different areas of our businesses. Say, for example, like particularly with the branding process, we really do lay down the foundation. We tick a lot of boxes and we have a clearly defined strategy in place to help us step towards our long-term vision. So it's giving us that clarity, it's lighting the way for our path. But I just felt so compelled to share that if you are not open to new opportunities in helping you reach that vision, like if you've written down that you're going to reach your vision a certain way and you are closed off to other ways, then you're going to miss out. And, it's just really about being in tune with where you are going. And, opportunities come along all the time. And it's not necessarily a flat out no, because that's what I hadn't been planning, but it's more like hang on, let me check if this is in alignment with where I want to go and the reputation that I want to build for my brand. And you might find that an opportunity has come up that's going to help you fast track towards your brand. As solopreneurs, a lot of us, we tend to be a little bit closed-minded, and so we don't sort of keep ourselves open, and we're not looking for new opportunities because we've got our heads down, our bums up, and we're sort of, on that mouse wheel towards, with tunnel vision almost. But I also just wanted to say that, once you do go through the branding process and you are aware of who your perfect client is and, what your brand personality is communicating and that sort of thing, it doesn't mean that you can't be open to receiving information that's going to help you tweak and refine and evolve your brand to take you towards that vision. So for example, if you have a situation with a client or a customer, whether it's a good scenario or a not so good scenario, both are going to happen. If you are not looking at the situation from an analytical point of view, you are never going to learn from it. So if you're not knowing what to look for or how to reframe and ask yourself, if it's a good situation, say, how can I replicate this for the future? Or if it's a bad situation, how can I avoid this for the future? And sort of tweaking your client avatar based on this new information that you've got, you're not going to fast track. You will miss it. You're going to, you will stagnate your growth almost. So even though it's so important to lay down the foundation and a strategy, it's also really important to be open to receiving new information, to be open to receiving new opportunities that are going to help you, step towards your brand. So just remember the phrase, if you're not looking for it, you will miss it. I hope this was helpful for you today. Let me know, send me an email or tag me on Instagram, Hopscotch Branding Studio. I'd love to know if that helped you in some way, especially if you have got a new opportunity coming your way, or if you've been confused about anything that's happening in your business. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for listening. If you loved this week's episode of Brand Lover, take a screenshot of wherever you're listening and share your biggest takeaway on Instagram or Facebook, and don't forget to tag me. I'd love to give you a shout out and thank you personally. Also, feel free to subscribe and leave a review to help the Brand Lover podcast reach more heart-aligned entrepreneurs just like yourself. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week.